This is our second campaign for the Sydney to Hobart on merit, Volvo Ocean 60. Really looking forward to it this year. Last year we didn't really have a straight run to Hobart, but I'm really looking forward to this year, getting down to Hobart. Part about preparing for the race is actually in the preparation. The race itself is the very last thing. I suppose it's the icing on the cake. The preparation is really very, very important. Not only obviously the underwater preparation for the boat, but also making sure that all the maintenance is up to date on the boat. Making sure that the equipment isn't going to let you down basically midway through the race. Really, really important. This year we've made some improvements to the boat, some small improvements to the boat that should give us an edge on what we had last year. The bottom of the boat's actually a lot fairer, it's a lot neater than it was last year. Last year was a bit of a rush job to get the boat into the water, so this year we've had the time to prepare it properly, so we realistically are a lot better prepared than we were last year. From the crew's point of view, as far as preparation goes, it's really, really important that we're all fairly fit coming up to the race. A lot of the guys are pretty much in full-time training for about 3 months before the race. A lot of the guys, especially aerobically, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of winching, a lot of grinding, it's very, very important that you're reasonably fit for the race. And a lot of the boys have been training for about 3 months now. well, right before the start, obviously, is probably the most exhilarating part of the actual race. It's the pre-start manoeuvres are quite tight. There's not a lot of room to manoeuvre in the harbour, mainly because of all the spectator boats, and also because there's two start lines. You've got sort of the big boat start line at the front, and then the smaller boat start line behind. There's really not a lot of room in between the two start lines, and that's the room that we have. We start from the front start line, and that's the room that we have to play in. There's not a lot of room to play in, so yeah, the anxiety levels are quite high just before the start. For anybody that's new to the sport and has never really seen anything to do with sailing, or has never really had any involvement with sailing, this is Australia's premier ocean racing event. It really doesn't get much better than this. The competition doesn't get much higher. It really is just a great event to be involved with. And even from the peripherals, from the outside, if you get any time at all, please take the time to have a look at the race, because it really is one of Australia's sporting icons.
So I'm here on Merit, and I'm tweaking the onboard laptop here in the nav station, and this is a program called Log Me In, and while they're at sea during the race, Sydney to Hobart, I'll be in Brisbane. I'll be able to log on from my computer on land to this computer here no matter where they're at, and direct from hundreds of miles away. Beauty. Love this.
Okay, just switching cameras. Hello. You got that now? Hope so. Just heading up, walking around. Just got one of the big ferries coming in over here. Wonder if you can see that. Hi, good. You can hear me loud and clear? Hi Dan, how are you? Oh, great. I haven't changed the camera yet. I just want to get all this other part of the system cleaned up. Okay, I'll do a quick walk on deck. Hi guys. Let's get the camera going. Just doing some maintenance here, getting some squeaks out of the steering system. And some wobble. Alright.
Hello boys. Well, it's Tuesday. We've been at sea for 4 days. We left on Saturday at about 2 o'clock and we're approaching Mornington Island, which is to my left. Mornington Island? Correction, Moreton Island, which is near Brisbane. There you go. How's the farm? How's the grapes? How's the roof? The tractor? The quad bike? Chickens? Etc. We are going to be in Sydney probably in 5 or 6 days. And tonight we're going to be in... what's that place called? Southport, which is on the Gold Coast, I'm told. And we'll be there at about 6:30, and that's my wager. Everyone's having wagers on our arrival, and I reckon 6:30. So we're going to be there for the evening, picking up some more crew, dropping off a few people that are on board now, and heading off to Sydney tomorrow. Trip's been good, average of between 8 and 10 knots. We've just put up an R2, we're averaging around the 10 knot mark. If we keep that up, we should be around reaching our destination tonight, which I reckon will be about 6:30. Conditions have been good, beautiful days. Got northeasterly winds, 15 knots today. Expected that tomorrow. We've been sailing into a headwind most of the way until yesterday. Haven't caught a fish. We've lost a lure, but other than that, all's well. Good crew, good team, and we'll be losing 4 of them tomorrow, and picking up a few more heading down to Sydney, as I said. So for now, it's signing out, and speak to you soon. Ta-da.
Welcome back folks. This is Muzza on Merritt, about 10 miles northeast of Sydney Heads. Hi Tom, how are you? So, We're approximately 10 miles out, probably about 8 miles offshore at the moment. But I did a first broadcast about 18 miles offshore, and at that stage we're about 37 miles northeast of Sydney Heads. I'm going to head up on deck for a bit and pass the mic around. Your friend Ellie is watching. Ellie? You want to say hello?
Towards that camera. Hi Ellie! Apparently you're listening right now, which is quite eerie that Murray knows your name now, and that the crew knows your name and that you're watching. It is quite strange. But hi! Hi! We're in just off Sydney at the moment. That's why I could text you. Yeah? We're not completely out of touch with communication at the moment. But yeah, so, what's up? How did you know she was watching? She what? Oh, you're chatting to Murray. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait to see what it's actually like. So I'll talk to you later, because this is weird. Pardon? Okay, everybody who is currently watching, we are going to broadcast as we pass through the heads in about 40 minutes. I don't know how long this broadcast is going to last, but yeah. So, enjoy. Pardon? 40 minutes to an hour's time, and are we wrapping up now? We're wrapping up now, guys. See you later.
We're sitting on around about 14 knots, and we had a little burst up to 17 knots a few minutes ago. Just getting it wound up to come through the heads. Yeah, it's pretty good fun. Tasha's is probably sitting there. I'll put her on. Hang on. Tasha's in the seat down here, so you can talk.
Hey, Charlie. You here, Charlie? Well, I'm saying hi because apparently you're online, which is really cool. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if you can see me right now because I'm currently behind Clay. But Clay, you kind of need to stand up because you're skippering. I need you to steer. We're coming in safely. We're currently entering Sydney via the heads, is it? I'm not quite sure because I've never been to Sydney, which is awesome. It's currently 5:49 here. And our maximum has been 17.5 knots so far, which is awesome. We're going to try and hit 18, aren't we, guys? Yep, we're going to try and surf in on 18 knots. Currently 13. I'm going to pass you over to someone else because I'm sure everyone wants to hear my voice. See you later. Bye, Charlie.
Hi Benny, hi Conti, if you're watching. We're just coming into the heads and catching a few waves in. We're doing 11.5 knots. We got up to about 17 or so, and all's good. We're having fun, and we're nearing the end of our trip. Be nice to turn around and go back up, but then's the brakes. But all's good. Having a great time, great crew. Good leadership, and yeah, love to do it again. Recommend it to anyone. So anyone out there that wants a bit of an adventure and a challenge, well, this is it. All right, signing out.
Hi Mum, hi Papa, Ronnie, Luke, Mark, Mary, anyone who's watching. Had a great time. Had some really interesting sailing, a lot of fun, great crew. Everything's been looked after really well. Spent a lot of time working on the boat, and I've really enjoyed myself. And thanks to everyone around me. Okay. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye.
Hi Mum, hi Dad. It's been a fabulous trip. The crew are amazing. They've looked after me when I was seasick. And just incredible steering. The best part of the trip was when I took the helm for a couple of minutes. It's just unreal. See you soon. Bye.
Basically, you can see me, what's happening down here with this little camera. This is guys moving around in the back. Just give you a little demo of what's actually going on down here, which isn't much right now. There's a little unit set up. Some of our equipment back here making this whole thing work. Guess I better give you a little vertical. I'll just switch to another cam. Oh, someone back there doing some gear work, getting their gear up. That's Naughty. And somewhat of a huge night. The boys are getting a little rugged up. Oh, and we've got Glue-Man. Glue-Man's chilling out. He's had enough. He's our bowman extraordinaire on board Merit. And he'll be going hard up there during the race. One of the toughest jobs to do is the bowman, and he's grabbing a few Zeds while he can. Bit of a shot on deck. I gotta go clean that lens, it looks like. So that's just a little quick demo test for you guys, just to see what we're doing up here on board Merit on this training day out here on Sydney Harbour. Okay guys, just on board Merit again, heading back into Sydney, doing one more test. Flip around again, cameras down below. Multiple cameras, if we had all those things running, that'd be awesome. That's me, just hunched over. Looking at some equipment, so give a little bit of a frog thrust here. You can see down. That's our bunks. It's as bare as it gets down here. There's not much to these race boats, so no creature comforts. Back up on deck. We do have another camera going on up there, but I haven't uncovered it. I'll probably fire that one up in another test. Alright, standing by.
Hi, I'm Dan Shinder with Streaming Video Systems, and I'm here in our base office in Brisbane. And here on the screen, you can see that we are logged in remotely via a program called LogMeIn, which has been so helpful to us. And I'm logged in right now to the computer aboard Merit, who's doing a practice run out to sea, out of the Sydney Harbour. They're going to be in the Sydney Hobart race. And what I'm looking at now is they're testing the onboard camera equipment. You can see here the actual feed. The picture looks a bit posterized, as we call it in video, because we're seeing it secondhand through a different program. But when this video is posted on our site, it'll be crystal clear, and it's actually amazingly clear, even looking through it through LogMeIn. And down here in this area, these are slides that get pushed up here. So if this were a live, well, it is a live broadcast actually. In fact, I'm going to log into another computer as we talk about this, but these rows down here are different slides that can be pushed. So as we have sponsors or different things like that, those slides will go up here. There's another slide here which is called Yacht Tracker, and that is so that during the actual event, the actual race, we can push slides up that show which vessels are where on the course. And another way that this program, LogMeIn, has become extremely helpful is we realize that Mark actually needs to get some sleep from time to time. So while he's asleep, I'm able to go ahead and do a lot of the work that he might be doing, or maybe he's got the system on, but it's his watch to be skipper, and I can go in here and I can push these different slides. In fact, if I click here, watch, the slide's going to change there. You see that? So I can control all this from hundreds of kilometers away or miles, depending on where you're from. So there's a picture of the old crew after they won the race last year, even in spite of taking a detour to save, I believe it was 14 members off of a sinking vessel. We go here. We've got a nice little article about the race. You can see Mark changing cameras as I'm changing slides. There's a nice bow shot. And I was switching to infinitum, it looks like. Okay, a galley shot now. This is looking back towards the rear, now back to the galley. So he's switching around, testing the cameras, which is why it's not smooth. If we look at this is the Yacht Tracker that will come up, and here's the course going down from Sydney, down past the Bass Strait, around to the southern side of Tasmania to Hobart. That's actually the race, and during the course we'll be able to say where certain vessels are. And actually, if we go over to this other computer, I don't know if my wonderful camera operator Sharon can see this over here, but I've logged in live. So this that we were looking at before is me logged in through LogMeIn remotely, but this is what any viewer would see if they log on to svsvideo.tv. And this is the actual broadcast. You can see a crystal clear picture, which I can resize as a viewer. I can go 1.5 times bigger, or I can go twice the size, or I can go maximum size. And I'm going to turn up my audio, and we should be getting some audio from this broadcast right aboard Merritt. Looks like they're at about 14-15 knots, so it's a little windy. Let's listen for a moment. Sounds like Leo's got the headset on. They got a wireless headset. Leo's the skipper of Merritt. Let's turn the audio down. It's quite wet and windy. This is a great test for our remote system LogMeIn. It's a great test for all our other equipment we have on board. Even looking back on here as I look through the remote system, the picture is absolutely crystal clear. Lots of water on the lens, which looks like a lot of fun. Kind of wish I was out there, but I've been out on the boats a lot lately, so I'm going to actually hang out here at our main base. Got an important phone call coming in. We're going to take that and enjoy the Rolex Sydney to Hobart 2009 aboard Merritt right here.
Well, I suppose I would tell the competition in our class that if they thought we were fast last year, then they really should look out for us this year. It's probably
Great. I think you got it.
Is that enough?
Yeah. Good
Thanks.
job. Good job. Good job.